Classic Restos is proudly brought to you by Shannons Insurance, Penrite Oil, Hare and Forbes Machinery House, and Pace Farm Eggs. Hello and welcome to another jam-packed episode of Classic Restos. But before we go any further, have a look at this. Shannons offer us as enthusiasts just so much more. Classic bikes, cars, trucks. Bundle it all together with your house and contents and receive a multi-policy discount. Call Shannons on 134646 for a quote. Sign up for the Shannons Club. Interact with others. List your car club. Find events and so much more. The Shannons Club truly is your garage at shannons.com.au. For oil, coolants and additives, choose Penrite. They have stood the test of time. Established 1926. Australian owned, Australian made. Oil with more zinc for older style engines. No matter what the engine, no matter what the application. Contact the Penrite Technical Assistance Team 7 days a week at penriteoil.com.au. Oil right, use Penrite. Simply a better class of oil. For some of the largest range of tools for all trades and DIYs, don't go past Hare and Forbes Machinery House. Established 1930, with branches around Australia and New Zealand. Their showrooms will have you browsing for hours, and no matter where you are, you can buy online at machineryhouse.com.au. From a garage jack through to a lathe, Hare and Forbes has the range. machineryhouse.com.au. On this week's episode, I have travelled to Altona here in Victoria. Welcome to the 4th Annual Showcars Melbourne event. To tell us more, we have Elvis Barbieri. How are you, Elvis?
Good, Fletch. How you going, mate?
Good, mate. Good. You've taken a big chunk of the pie here with this event. You've taken on a bit.
Yeah, now we've taken on a bit. We've got our 4th annual Show Cars Melbourne, which is an indoor and outdoor event. And so we've got like a fair few quality cars indoor. So from medium to high quality. Yeah, so a bit of a mid-range of all type of cars, from American to Australian to all types of classics.
I've only been here 5 minutes and I'm blown away already with the quality of cars like you've just alluded to. Now tell me, Elvis, what are you particularly trying to achieve with this event?
Okay, what we're trying to achieve, we started off our first year, so we done a little bit to the Good Friday appeal as well. So we actually registered with those guys for fundraising. So we started off like just something like an indoor no elite, like a mid-range type of elite type of class. So for good cars, all that type of stuff.
Now, this is being the 4th year. The first year, what were numbers like? How has your show evolved over the time?
Well, first year we had about, I think it was around 250 cars all up. So it's actually gone a lot more. And last year we had, I think, around 80 cars indoor and around 400 outdoor. Wow. So, yeah, big turnout.
You're on the move, mate, aren't you?
Well, we're just trying to do the right thing. Look, and what we do too as well, we give a lot back to the entrance. Yes. So what they work together, so we do a whole package. So yeah, that's our plan. Now
behind us is one of your cars, your Mustang. You want to tell us a little bit about that car?
Yeah, it's a 65 Fast Pack. It's an A code, a poppy red. I've had it for about 2-3 years. So it's one of my cars that I enjoy to drive. Just a little stock one.
So I hope you painted it, did you, Elvis?
Yes, I did. So I painted it a couple of years ago.
Did you outsource that?
Yeah, no, I forgot about that. Yeah, I done it a couple of years ago.
All right, let you get back to it. Big show here today. It's early in the morning. The cars are parked up. They got here last night, right?
That's right, yeah. All cars arrived the day before, so we have an indoor setup, and what we do is it's like a casual day. People set up, we put a barbecue on, so it's all in the house for indoor entrance. So we make like a bit of a family and a relaxed type of day. And also I'd like to thank my sponsors. They know who they all are. And thank you for supporting me, because without them it wouldn't happen. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, and money of course always off to the charity as well, which is a good thing. Now, watching the show, you want to find out information for next year. Do you have a website?
Yes, go to showcarsmelbourne.com.au, and we've got our Facebook page, which is Showcars Melbourne, and all the info will be on there.
Good on you. Well done, Elvis.
Thank you very much, Fletch.
When it comes time for the Department of Cleverness, Lou, you've certainly topped the cake here this morning. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Fletch.
That's the one. 1971 HQ. Boy, look, before we go any further, what colour is it?
It's a missing mica colour from the BMW range.
It's got such a deep lustre. Now, this is a classic car, obviously a 1971 HQ Kingswood. No expense spared. Do you want to share that with us? Not that it really matters, just as a point of interest.
I've done 95% of the work myself, so I have saved a bit of money on expensive stuff, so managed to get it all done myself. So
Very conservative answer, that one, isn't it, eh? Now, the thing with this HQ is that everywhere you look, there's something different to when the car left Holden. Now, we can start with the gaps. Now, the front clip to the front guards, you've taken all the gaps away.
Yes.
Run us through that procedure, Lou.
I just sort of wanted to make the car all seamless, not any bumpy bits on it, and all flawless and smooth running.
We look around the engine bay, shaved, nice and clean, same as doors, the removal of the door handles as well. Now, you might be thinking, how do you get into the thing? Now, with no door handles, how does that work, Lou?
The doors have got solenoids, and it's just got a remote control popper. You just press the button and they open up, so it's fairly easy to do.
You've also done something with the bumper bars. You've made them integral with the panels as well. How did you do that? Was it a case of actually fuzzing the bar into the metal?
Yeah, I actually shortened the bars, just narrowed them, trimmed them all up and just started welding them all up to the body. I mean, sounds easy, but it's not that easy. It takes a while to weld even one bar because, metal buckles a lot, and so you have to weld it really slow and carefully and tap up as you go. And
let's look at the dashboard now. Now, where are we going there, Lou? Where did you get that from?
I just sort of sat back and I didn't like the original HQ dash. It looks, quite bulky and ugly. So I thought I'd just make something a little bit lower and sleeker, and I just started rolling up some metal and playing around just with shorter pieces, and that's what I sort of came up with, and I just worked around that.
Tell us about the rear screen. What's going on there?
The rear screen, the boot lid's been actually shortened a little bit to put a little piece in, compensating piece at the bottom of the screen, so the glass can sit on it flush. And basically all the hinges on the boot, the original stuff's all been removed and hydraulic ones put in there, and it's all just been customised.
He's a clever guy. I don't know what he's been doing for the last few years, but I think it's quite evident in front of us what he has been doing. Now, back to the front again. I mean, goodness me, where do you go with this car? 454 stroker. Specs on the engine.
Oh, it's got aluminium heads, Edelbrock aluminium heads. It's got a comp cam roller. It's got all the injection stuff on it, Autronics computer. It's got all the beefed up bottom end that you'd expect like in a motor like that, and it goes good. I'm happy with it.
The deep dish wheels really set it off too.
Well, I bought that was the first thing I bought for the car was the wheels. So I chopped up all the floor out of the car and sat the wheels under and sort of got the stance I was looking for. And once I got that, I sort of just started building the car around the wheels and how the car sat, basically.
Last but not least, the gorgeous interior.
Manny from the trim shop done the interior, so he done a great job on that. I was really happy with that, so I left that all up to him. And
Any car that turns up to an event like this with its own alloy rail around it and a light in each corner and it sits on its own piece of carpet, it's got to say something.
I thought the creamy colour carpet sort of brought out the colour in the car, so that's why I went for that colour carpet, because it really makes the colour pop.
Good for you, Lou. Thanks for being on today's show, mate.
Thank you so much, Fletch. Pleasure.
And I love the HQ taxi cab.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
With a few modifications.
Yeah, exactly. Take you for a spin one day, might drop you off in the city.
Righto, mate. Yeah. With the meter running.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Thanks, mate.
No worries. Thank you, Fletch.
I hope you're really enjoying today's show. You're watching the 2015 Show Cars Melbourne event, and you're seeing it first on Classic Restos, thanks to Shannons Insurance, Penrite Oil, and Hare & Forbes Machinery House. Back with more after this.
I spend a lot of time out here. The RT Charger's the real deal. An E49. Remember A-Charger? I've always got projects on the go, so Shannon's laid-up cover helps protect my restorations. I'm Mopar through and through. It's a passion Shannon's understands. I wouldn't insure my cars and bikes with anyone else.
Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote. She could do with a bit extra. You'll need a bit extra doing this or this. They could all do with a bit extra. And you'll definitely need a bit extra here. Our engines need the extra protection you get with Penrite's range of premium oils and lubricants engineered right here for every application under the harsh Australian sun. Penrite, a better class of oil used by a better class of mechanic, and available from over 5,000 outlets across Australia.
If you need a new piece of equipment for your workshop, you need Hare and Forbes Machinery House. From a garage jack through to a lathe, Hare and Forbes has the range. And Hare and Forbes Machinery House are Australian owned, established since 1930. You will be greeted by friendly, helpful staff, and you can buy from anywhere online at machineryhouse.com.au. Hare and Forbes Machinery House. Find your closest store at machineryhouse.com.au. Time for Peter now. How are you, Peter?
Pretty good, Fletch. How are you?
Good, thank you. We've just left an amazing 1971 HQ. It's been fully customised. Now we've come to the other end of the spectrum where we have this 1970 XW Falcon. This has been fully restored, every nut and bolt. Tell us what you can, Peter.
It's a 1970 XW GDHO. Pretty rare cars, one of four in this colour. It's a Surfer Orange. It's a full concourse car, so original parts have been used. Very minimal reproduction bits and pieces, but a lot of the cars, 90% of the car is new old stock. So it's
I love your attention to detail with what you've done around the back, like cutting the rims in half, and you can see the brake componentry. I mean, wow. I mean, you guys just don't give up, do you?
No. It's every extreme has been exhausted on this avenue. So it's got original boot mat, original tyres, original steering wheel, new old stock. So a lot of the cars new old stock. So yeah, it's pretty good. A lot of people have put in some hard yards to get this car to this level. So
now, Peter, obviously, when you got the car, was it all there in its entirety?
I bought it from a shed in Doncaster down the road from here. It was in the shed for about 20 years, and paid a bit for it, but obviously if you want the car, you've got to pay for it and then spend a little bit more on it to get it to this level. So it's pretty original, matching numbers, correct engine car. So
got to give it to you, GT boys. I mean, these guys, they do go full hog. Got the chains around. It's the rims with the axles up off there for your support frames. I mean, you know, you've got a board out the front here resembling the top of a surfboard. I mean, the creativity level that you guys put in, right down to your black and white tiles here. The lino looks great.
Well, you need to be, separating the boys from the men. So that's the only way you're going to do it.
Absolutely. Peter, thanks for being on today's show. Love this. And this is what I love about Car Shows Melbourne event here today. We've got cars from right across the spectrum. We've got our original cars, our customised cars, and of course, our classic Restos here, which has had every nut and bolt done, which is a beautiful example. Thanks, mate.
So good. Thanks, mate. Cheers.
From one Ford to another, we move on to Mark now. How are you, Mark?
Good, thanks, Fletch. How you going?
Good, thank you. What a magnificent show this is, Show Cars Melbourne. Elvis, wonderful job here today. What's your thoughts on it, Mark?
I love the show. It's really good. He draws in a whole lot of different types of cars and he's always really easy to talk to and it's really good, yeah.
Well, considering it's his fourth year, he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, he's doing excellent, actually. And the weather wasn't too good yesterday, but it's come today, so it's good and drawing in the crowd.
Well, the recipe for a great show, of course, is people like yourself turning up with cars such as yours. Now, we have a 1974 XB two-door coupe. These are fat cars. These are gorgeous. Now, tell us a story here. All I know at this point is it's a very original car. What can you tell us?
Yeah, I bought it in 1986 off a guy called Manfred. It was in the GD club and he was selling it because his wife was pregnant and I always had Fords and Dad had a coupe, so I thought, I'll get a GD coupe, and it was a full factory one, so I bought it off him and I love it.
Mark, I bet you're glad that you bought it when you did and you're not looking for it now.
Exactly, yeah. It was a little bit less in dollars back then, but yeah.
Okay, now tell us what you've done with the car since you've had it.
I've done a lot of Ks in it. Like I was an everyday driver. I got it at 120,000, stopped driving it at 308. I've repainted it, redone all the suspension, redone the engine, redone the gearbox, put a Dominator high stall in it, changed the diff from 275 to 355, done all the interior.
So you like things a little quicker off the line these days, Mark?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. But it's a nice everyday driver, so it's good to.
They're a gorgeous shape. There's no two ways about it. Now, run us through some of the options, because I know this car has got a few of those.
Yeah, this is a full factory option kitted car from Ford. It's got electric windows, power steering, air conditioning, factory sunroof. It's got the green tinted windows. It's got the rear windows demisted. Cloth inserts in the seat, which it came out with standard.
You've got to have those demisters inside. It's when you start breathing heavy.
Yeah.
You know. Isn't that right, Mark?
That's right, yeah, because they fog up pretty easy, yeah.
Now, speaking of getting some air into the vehicle, we've got that really cool sunroof, as you did mention. Now, that's the manual winder, right?
Yeah, it sure is, yeah. I was always worried about them. The new one's got electric, but no, these are manual wind, and they're a bit worried about the cables used to have a bit of trouble in them, but this one hasn't given an ounce of trouble. So.
Yeah, a sunroof in a car. It is pretty cool. And just for some trivia as well, the first electric sunroof was done by Cadillac back in 1969. So there's a little bit of trivia for you.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, Mark, thanks for being on today's show. Love the big bad coupe. It's a beautiful car. Your attention to detail. These guys that restore a car and then end up with the model of the car sitting on their air cleaner, I reckon that's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. No, I like that. So it just gives it something different. Yeah. Thanks,
Good.
Fletch. That was really good.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mark. Well done, mate.
Thanks a lot, Fletch. No worries. Thanks for that.
If you love your classic Americana irons such as this big girl here, you're going to love a Fletch Tour. Have a look at this. You deserve a Fletch Tour. See the amazing Ford, GM and Chrysler Nationals at Carlisle events, along with museums and private collections in beautiful Pennsylvania, USA. Then it's the Motown city of Detroit and its region, taking in more die-hard stuff with incredible history. Rounding off with the Woodward Dream Cruise, the largest moving car cruise in the world.
The best part of coming here actually was having Fletch here.
We get picked up, we get dropped off.
Fletch is a wonderful tour guide.
I would just recommend a Fletch Tour to anybody.
Go to classicrestos.com.au and click on the Fletch Tours icon for more information. Hope you're enjoying today's show. Back with more after this.
Every weekend around Australia, motoring enthusiasts get together to share their passion for cars and bikes. It's a passion that brings us together. All sorts of people, all sorts of cars and bikes. From the classics of today to the classics of tomorrow. At Shannons, we understand enthusiasts. So when it comes to insurance, it's got to be Shannons. Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
Penrite, Australian-made, family-owned and operated. Make premium quality engine and racing oils, warranty-approved coolants, automatic transmission and manual gear oils, a complete range of engine and fuel additives, heavy-duty and industrial products for every application. Visit penriteoil.com for more information. Penrite, Australian-made for Australian conditions since 1926.
If you need a new piece of equipment for your workshop, you need Hare and Forbes Machinery House. Hare and Forbes Machinery House have showrooms around Australia and New Zealand that will have you browsing for hours. See the largest range of industrial and workshop DIY tools. You will be greeted by friendly, helpful staff, and you can buy from anywhere online at machineryhouse.com.au. Hare and Forbes Machinery House. Find your closest store at machineryhouse.com.au. All right, time for Lisa on the show now on a big bad Dodge 1960. How are you?
Very well, thanks, Fletch.
That's the way. What an elegant car this is. Now we're back into the custom category here.
Yes, we are.
Run us through what has been done to this car, Lisa.
Okay, well, this is a Richard Zocchi, and it's a typical Richard Zocchi. It's got a 3.5-inch roof top. It's been customised with a 1958 Cadillac bumper, and it's got the 1959 Dodge tail lights. And it's got the most amazing paintwork.
It's like a combination soup.
A Well, yeah, if you'd like to call it that. I think it's more like an elegant suit than an elegant soup.
Yeah, perhaps not a soup, but we've got some great brands here attributing to make this car what it is, sitting in here in all its exuberance. Now, what about the colour, Lisa? What colour is it?
Okay, so it's Malibu pink and it's got a beautiful gold pearl overlay.
Now, what input have you personally had with this car?
I drive it. Choosing it was just a dream, and I just love enjoying it. It was a trailer princess, so it actually wasn't meant to be driven. We had to make some alterations to it. We had to get some airbags happening and lift the front end up. It had the torsion, what's it called, Fletch? Come on, you should know.
Torsion bars.
Torsion bars. So, had to get that altered to get it up and off so we could drive it, and it's brilliant to drive.
Lisa, we've got the suspension out of the way. Now we go on to the inside. Now that's just beautiful as well. Obviously you're impressed with it. If you were going to change the interior, what would you do?
Absolutely nothing. It is divine. The instrumentation's just stunning, and it's got some new elements and some older elements. I just think it's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing.
Now Lisa, with so much having been done to this car, how does it drive as a car?
It's brilliant. Look, I really enjoy it. I don't have a problem with it. A lot of people say to me, and particularly men, say, aren't you terrified to drive a left-hand drive car and such a large car? I need it for my legs. My legs are 11 foot long. I need a long car.
Wow.
It's great.
11-foot legs and Shanny stands 6 feet high. Work that one out. That's absolutely awesome. Lisa, thank you so much for... you actually had a long breakfast. I mean, it's after lunch.
Sorry, I know. I kept you waiting, didn't I, Fletch? But we'll just have to chat again, don't you think?
We will. Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Fletch.
I love the Dodge, and just on ending, it all gets back to how creative we can be with our cars. We can either restore them and leave them the way they were, or go that extra step like what you've done here. There's no limit, is there?
There's absolutely no limit, and I think it's a great reflection of who drives it as well, isn't it?
An extension of your own persona.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you so much, Fletch.
This is Car Shows Melbourne, and if you want to see some prestigious stuff, this is one event you cannot miss. And sure, we're in the pavilion here and we've got our trophy cars, and they're beautiful. But then again, I reckon a guy like this fella here deserves recognition with his Holden. Now, we've got a 1969 HT, stock standard, 186, plain Jane. Mate, beautiful car. Thanks for bringing it along.
Thank you very much, Fletch.
As I just said, you deserve some recognition as well.
Thank you.
It's always the top high-end cars, but you know what? I love this car. As soon as I look inside and see that plain, sparse interior in such good condition, it's almost like the barn find car.
Well, you could call it a barn find, Fletch, because a friend of mine had it probably for about 10 years. He had it stashed in his garage, and a friend of mine seen it, borrowed him up. We talked some business, and it ended up at my joint, Fletch.
Look, it's a beautiful thing. 186 as trusty as all get out up front there. I mean, these were the sales reps' cars. These were the taxi cabs. These were the cars that really did the hard yards. And that's why it's actually quite extraordinary to see one like this that slipped out the other side. Now, we look around. He's done a few little things here. Got some new hoses, got some new hose bands. A couple of engine mounts have gone on there.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us the story. What have you had to do to the car?
Well, basically, Fletch recoiled the radiator, overhauled the whole braking system, hoses, everything to make the car drivable because it sat around for so many years, it deteriorated basically. And a car like this, I wanted to drive, Fletch, so...
Yeah. I can tell that this man here is into reliability. I mean, who else do you see walking around a car show with a pocket full of cable ties and some side cutters?
Well, Fletch, I'm the electrician here. I provide all the lights and power for Elvis to get this show up and running, so I'm on duty, mate. So
isn't that good?
Yep.
He's devoted to Elvis.
Yep.
And I thought that Elvis went back in the 70s, but the Elvis that we're dealing with today, he's a hell of a nice guy.
He's a great bloke. Good friend of mine, personal, good, close friend. Grew up together. I'll go into bat for him, mate.
Absolutely. One last question before we go.
Yep.
History of the car. I want to know, what did it do in its life? Because it hasn't had a hard time, I know that.
No, it was a farmer's car. He traded in an EH, purchase price $2,500, got $1,300 for the EH. No radio, no heater, no booster, $48 he paid extra for mud flaps, door weather shield and tow bar, mate, and that's it.
And that's this car sitting behind us.
That's it. That's basically all I've done is detailed and brought it up to scratch, Fletch.
What a beautiful thing. I love it. Good on you, buddy.
Good on you, Fletch. Thank you very much, mate.
Good on you. Pleasure meeting you, Lino.
Yep.
And I'm just glad that you hung around here and Lino up against your own car and had a chat.
Thanks, Fletch. Thank you very much, mate. Good on you.
Well, there you go. There is just some of the 2015 Show Cars Melbourne event exclusive to Classic Restos. In the meantime, classicrestos.com.au is the website that you need for the DVD boxed sets of the show, Classic Restos merchandise, contact information on joining us on a Fletch Tour, and of course, the major sponsors as well. As I say at the end of every show, until next week, no matter where you're watching from, please ride and drive safe. I'm Fletch, and I thank you very much for watching. You can like and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Classic Restos TV and watch catch-up episodes at shannons.com.au. Classic Restos is proudly brought to you by Shannons Insurance, Penrite Oil, Hare and Forbes Machinery House, and Pace Farm Eggs.